All right, folks, welcome here to Rally Point Grill to our live fire exercise. We got a special guest here, Al from Alma Coffee, who is also a Army vet.
Correct.
Right? And we're super excited about having you here today to test out our wings and learn a little bit more about Alma Coffee.
Thank you, Ralph. Happy to be here.
Fantastic. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you questions. Between each question, we'll have you sample a wing. All right?
Can't wait.
So before we start off with the questions, why don't you dig in and grab this first one here and
all right,
let us know what you think. All right. And that one is our hot honey Cajun.
Really
sauce.
good. Highly recommended.
All right. Well, fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Well, Al, tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you currently do, and just a little snippet about your military background.
My name is Al Lopez. I am co-founder of Alma Coffee right here in Holly Springs. And Ralph, the beauty of our coffee is that we own the farms in Honduras, Central America. I was born and raised in Honduras. We handpick every single cherry, we process, we export, we import, and you get to drink it at our cafe or we deliver it to your mailbox. You will not taste any fresher coffee. A little bit about my military background: U.S. Army, 1983. I had an unfortunate accident, ended up with a big fracture on my left forearm. So my Rambo days were over and I came back into civilian life.
Oh, wow. Okay. How many years were you in the Army then?
I spent 2.5 in active and then 3 years in the reserves.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. So, all righty. Well, let's move on to number 2 there.
All right, number 2.
That is our mango habanero.
Phenomenal. Love the flavor. Beginning to feel the kick.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But real tasty.
Help yourself to water if you need it. So, all right. So, why did you choose to join the service, specifically the Army?
That's a great question, Ralph. So I grew up, when I came to this wonderful country, I landed in Southside Chicago. Where I grew up, where I went to high school, people did not talk to you about college. There were pretty much 3 career choices. You were gonna gangbang, drug runner, or military. I wanted to fly fighter jets. That was my life dream, Ralph.
Okay.
First time I went to the Air Force recruiter, he asked me if I was going to college, because you needed college to fly jets.
Right.
I said, no, what are you talking about? He goes, well, you can get sponsored. Do you know any politicians?
It's all about politics,
Yeah,
right?
I know a whole lot of gangbangers, but no politicians, you know.
Right.
So when I went to the Army recruiter, he said, you want to fly? I'll have you fly. I'll have you fly helicopters. You don't need college. You can be a warrant officer. Next thing you know, I was in infantry school. He had me sign the dotted line.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Gotcha. So, did you ever fly helicopters?
Never, no. Went to basic training, then infantry school, then I was going airborne school when I busted up my arm.
Oh, wow. Okay. All righty. Well, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm liking this.
Number 3. Number 3 is our General's hot sauce. And we sell that here. We've got bottles of hot sauce of various flavors from a company called General's. And the bottles are in the shape of hand grenades.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love that.
You got to check it out
Okay.
before you leave.
It's a good one.
Good.
It's beginning to spice up.
There you go. Get them lips steaming.
Yep.
So, how did you decide to start your business?
Boy, that's a great question. Long story, I'll try to summarize it. I mentioned that I was born and raised in coffee farms, Ralph.
Right.
I'm a 4th generation coffee farmer, and all my family has been pretty much starving You know, we've been farming coffee together for over 500 years as a family. Yet, you know, always in poverty. When I landed in this wonderful country, after the military, I had a corporate career and I worked for a company that had a big coffee business. And I could see how profitable coffee was for them and why is it that the farmer is starving. So when I left the corporate world in 2008, I made it my mission to go change the way the coffee farmer sells coffee to the first world, the US and Europe. I wanted to change the game, and I've been at it since 2008. My daughter grew up, went to college, got married. They decided to leave their corporate careers. They were working for CPA firms in Chicago, and they're the ones that decided to start the roasting operation here in the US. So I was managing the farms, and then my kids decided, Dad, let's vertically integrate. Let's do the roasting ourselves, and let's take the coffee directly to the consumer.
You got smart kids.
Very smart kids. Thank God they came out like their mom, Ralph. Nothing to do with me.
I can relate to that. Well, good. Well, thank you for that. That's quite a background in family business.
Absolutely, and I get to work with my kids. I love it.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah, there's nothing better. So, all right, you ready for number 4?
Yes.
All right.
All right. I can feel it. This is getting hotter.
Now that one's a rub, and that's our ghost pepper rub. So that should probably have a little bit of heat to it.
That has a lot of heat to it, but it's really good.
Yeah, good flavor.
Good flavor.
Fantastic.
Wow, they do a great job.
Fantastic. All right. So, what's one thing, Al, that you learned in the military that helped you become a successful business owner?
One thing, I would say, Ralph, without a doubt, discipline. Be disciplined, be consistent. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, there are struggles, there are challenges. You know, you served.
Right.
But we muscled through it. So discipline would be my answer there.
Good. Well, like we say what we learned in the military is failure is not an option.
Exactly.
So, like you said, getting started and sticking with it. So, fantastic.
That's the key.
All right, we're on to number 5 there, Al. You're coming to the end here.
Making progress.
Yes, you are. And that one's called our Carolina Reaper Rub.
I feel it traveling through the eyes.
Okay, just don't rub your eyes.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's delicious though.
Good.
Definitely have to bring my wife here. She will enjoy
There you
that.
go. All right. Sounds good. So what's next for your business? Where do you see your business going from here?
We are having growing pains, Ralph, which as entrepreneurs, that's what we like.
That's what we do.
My partners, son-in-law and daughter, every day we talk about it. So growth is what's next for us. We love the area where we're at. Our customer is extremely supportive of what we do, Ralph. I built the farms in Honduras, and then we built Alma under 3 key pillars. Number 1 is improving lives. Number 2 is sustainability in everything we do. And number 3 is produce and serve extraordinary coffee. Everything we do revolves around those 3 pillars. Right now at the farms in Honduras, we just opened up our first school. We have a whole village next to us. Those kids did not have access to education. Starting in February of this year, we opened up the school thanks to a lot of support from the Madiak Foundation, which is right here in our neighborhood as well. And we have 28 kids now receiving an education.
Nice.
First grade through 6th, we have a bilingual teacher. we're in the middle of nowhere, the jungle, and we're teaching these kids English.
Wow.
I mean, talk about improving lives. We're
Right.
changing
Yeah.
generations, Ralph, and that's what's next for us, you know. And we do the same thing with Alma. Every time we can help the community, coffee with the cop, you know, firefighters, veterans, we're there. Very similar to what you guys do.
Right, right. Oh, fantastic. That's great that you guys were able to open up a school there.
Oh my gosh. Since 2008, it's been a dream. Finally, with the help of the Van Act Foundation, we did that. The school has a little medical clinic attached to it. We're about to break ground on a little playground for these kids. We have the best school anywhere in the area. It's incredible. Those kids would have to walk an hour, 42 hours to get to a school. And the parents aren't going to let the kids take that hike and then come back home. Now they have access to education right next to their village. We just drilled a water well 600 feet deep to provide water to that village as well. So we're trying to do business for the benefit of everyone. You know, something that I wish a lot more people did here in this wonderful country of ours.
Right, right. There's a tip there, you know, saying it was a dream since 2008. The tip is don't ever let anybody steal your dream.
Amen. Amen.
Fantastic, fantastic. All right, you're on to your last one there,
Woo,
Al.
baby. All right, got to grunt up for this one.
Yeah,
What's the name of this one, Ralph?
that's our in-house sauce that goes on some of our burgers. Like we just delivered a burger a little while ago called the Flamethrower. That's our nuclear sauce. Good name for it.
Nuclear is the right name for it. Holy smoly.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah.
That is our famous sauce that we make here at the restaurant.
That is hell on wheels.
There you go. There you go. So, last question, which is really important. You know, Al owns this company, Alma Coffee. Al, what's the best way for people to find you, contact you, get information about your company? How would you direct them to do that?
Please, if anybody loves coffee, try us out. You can find us. The easiest way is www.myalmacoffee.com. myalmacoffee.com. We're right here in Holly Springs. We can deliver right to your doorstep. You tell us you want a coffee. We have a coffee club, Ralph. So you tell us every Friday you want a little bag. Tell us you want a ground, you want a dark roast, medium roast. It'll be in your mailbox.
Do you have different flavor roasts?
We do.
You know, like French vanilla, you know, those kind of.
So not flavor, we don't put any flavors in our roasted coffee.
Okay.
We differentiate them by mild roast, medium,
roast,
or
okay.
dark. But if you come to the coffee shop, the cafe, you can get a coffee with homemade syrup. So we don't put
wow.
anything that's bought. We make our own syrup. So if you want vanilla flavor, we'll set you up with that. But it's homemade. It's you will love it. We have a 3,500 square feet office space, and people come and hang out. We have a conference room that you can reserve, have a meeting, and all we ask is for you to consume some coffee and have a great time.
Fantastic.
Love it.
Fantastic. Well, good. So, how do you really like hot sauce?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And this, from the mild to, what was the name of this?
The nuclear.
The nuclear.
Yeah.
I say try them all. Try them all. But be smart about it because some of them will make you cry.
It'll make you cry. Well, Al, thank you so much.
Ralph, appreciate you, brother.
Good to have you here. Thanks again for your service, and thank you for what you do for your community down there and getting kids educated and everything you do for our local area here. So
Great. Thank you for having me. This has been a lot of fun.
fantastic. Well, that's a wrap, folks. We are done with today's live fire exercise.